mamas, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany Day. I am a stay-at-home mama of 2, and today's video is different than what I'm going to tell you it is in the video. I filmed a little get ready with me because that was a request, and we're going to be going over my story on our experience with being exposed to COVID. So I hope you guys enjoy. Good morning, you guys. So I am going to do a little get ready with me this morning and tell you that story time because I was supposed to film that video last week and have it up for you guys like on Friday or Saturday or something like that. But I filmed the entire video. I did not have my vlog camera. I was on my other camera, which has a mic, and I never turned my mic on because we got a new whole like lapel mic system. So this way when I sit down and do sit down videos, just the audio is clearer. So I wasted that entire time. And then honestly, I've told the story of like our COVID scare so much. I'm just over it. So you're gonna get a very, very condensed short story today. But I did just want to show you guys a little bit of what I like do for makeup. Okay, I think that's a better angle. So I'm gonna start with priming my face. I'm using the e.l.f. poreless primer, and I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. It's like really nice, but I feel it's like too slick, and so my makeup starts to like move throughout the day. And then also I don't feel like it really covers the pores like you're supposed to, and it kind of just makes it worse. That's my opinion. But okay, so I'm gonna tell you my COVID story, and then I have to do, I'm gonna try to film 3 videos plus this vlog, which means 4 videos today. I have a client coaching call to go over their channel. If you guys don't know, I started a second YouTube tips channel for more like lifestyle vloggers, and I am doing like channel reviews, and then I just launched my one-on-one program. So I love helping people, so I feel so like at home doing all of this. Okay, so I'm gonna be using NYX Wonder Stick. I don't know which one this is. There's like different, oh, it's light medium. So it's kind of like a brightener contour. It's like a cream. So for contour, I start at my like the top of my ear, and then I kind of go down. You were fed, buddy. On both sides. It's just more natural, and then I do this under my foundation to again just make everything look like super natural, so I don't have that sharp contour look. And then if you put a little bit underneath your lips, I don't know why I do this because my lips are already full, but it gives you the appearance of fuller lips because it casts like a shadow like that. So that's what I do. But okay, it's been almost a month now. So Eric was getting ready for work. This happened on a Thursday. I don't remember which Thursday, but it's happened on a Thursday. So Eric was getting ready for work. I was upstairs with the baby, and I get a text from Eric. He was downstairs. We talk to each other through text sometimes. But I get a text from Eric, and he said that someone he knows tested positive for COVID. And I was like, great, because I automatically assumed, because it would make sense. I make sure to wet my beauty blender when I start to blend things in, but I automatically assumed that this is a person Eric has been in contact with. And so I'm like, okay, Eric has had direct contact with someone who tested positive. Obviously he's been home with us, which means that we have been exposed. Aria was at school at the time, which I started freaking out because I was like, great, like we just sent her back to school and we're the ones to expose like children. And so yeah, I just went into like extreme mom mode, right? Trying to figure out like everything to do. No one tells you like what to do in this instance. So I'm like looking up like things to do, like if we need to get tested. I'm looking up testing areas, but the problem is we have Kaiser, and so with Kaiser you have to get tested at a Kaiser facility because they're an in-network. You can't just go to any doctor, but they also won't let you get tested unless you are showing symptoms. None of us have been showing symptoms, so I'm like, okay, but we had come in contact with someone who tested positive, so it said on the website, have you come in contact with someone? And when you select yes, it was like, okay, call the advice nurse. All right, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I am using the Fit Me poreless. It's the matte one in the color Sun Beige. It's 310. This is my go-to foundation. I don't know, I've used it for years, you guys. I feel like my baby's waking up. Okay, kids are situated for now. So I just blended the foundation in, so now I'm just going to do the Age Instant Rewind from, is this Maybelline? I think it is. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, it looks like that. I love this stuff, and basically I just go back under for like dark circles because I have a ton of them. It just helps brighten up. And then if there's any like blemishy spots, I'll kind of just conceal it. But where did I leave off? Yeah, so I called Kaiser, I talked to the advice nurse, I let her know the situation, and so what was hard is she needed like exact info, like when was the last time Eric came in contact, when exactly did that person test positive, when did, like, was that person showing signs, and I didn't know that information, and Eric was like on the phone trying to like figure stuff out on his end, and so I was just like, okay, I can only give you like as much info as I know. Okay, usually I use the Morphe 9A palette, but I don't know where it's at, so I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Chocolate Elixir palette. I absolutely love the colors here, so I usually stick with like these browns, so that one for my kind of like a base, and then I'll darken it up with this one right here, and then I go over with like that glitter. And I don't have correct brushes for anything, I just make it happen. So I just asked her, basically, can we get a prescription to get tested? You know, because I have 2 little ones and one of them's in school right now, and so she's like, well, because you weren't direct contact, we just have to go off of like your husband and like get him tested first, and then we can like talk about next steps for you guys based after his test. And I'm like, okay, but it takes like 3 to 4 days to get the test back, and then you're not going to test us all. Like, it just didn't like make sense, especially with in California how like crazy everyone is being still, and like we're still on like lockdown, like we don't have like anything open basically. And so it was just kind of like, okay, well that's odd. And she was just like, but if you can call us back after like your husband's available and gets more information, but for now just go ahead and take your daughter out of school, let the school know they have their own protocols on what to do, and then just kind of isolate until like we figure things out. And so I was just like, okay, that's fine, because I mean, it's Thursday. I'll just keep Aria out of school for the weekend, and by like Monday or Tuesday we should like get answers back. So as I'm like picking Aria up, like I let the school know, and the school, you know, I told them like we had never come in contact, we're not showing symptoms, like we're cool. Like she the school wasn't worried, and you know, they're just like, thanks for letting us know, we totally understand, I hope you guys are safe. And so we're like, okay, thanks. Then Eric said he was like going to work after like figuring things out on his end, but he couldn't really tell me much because he just felt rushed. I understand like the situation and it's crazy, but I also need, like, I have things to do on my end, so can you just give me more info when you get the chance? So he finally like told me information that I needed. I called the doctors back, and come to find out, Eric actually has not seen this person since before isolation happened. He would have had secondary contact because he has seen a person that saw the person that tested positive directly, but it had been over 2 weeks since they were together. And then Eric and that second person were together, I want to say like 24 hours before we found out that the first person tested positive. So Eric would have had secondary contact, but as soon as I said it, like over 2 weeks, and I gave dates, the advice nurse was like, you're fine. And I was like, what? I was so confused. Okay, normally I don't wear eyeliner. This one is the dark brown. I don't even know the brand. Honestly, I got it in like a test box, but it looks like this if anybody knows what it is. But it's the felt tip ones. I absolutely love felt tip eyeliners, but I don't normally use it unless I'm filming, which I'm actually filming today, so I'm just gonna do that. And then I always start at the corner right here and kind of go down at an angle, and then I start at the other corner and meet the 2 points, and then I just like fill in like any gaps closer to my lash line, and then that point I just kind of drag it out, so it's more of a wing versus just that like that line that happens. So yeah, we weren't tested, we basically were cleared. She was just like, you guys are good, it's been over 2 weeks. He never had direct contact with the person that tested positive, so this way you guys, like, it just lowers your chances the less you come in direct contact with a person. So if like there's secondary contact and then there's like, is it thirdary contact? I don't know. She's like, so we're just gonna go ahead and clear you guys. And I was like, but we weren't tested. And it's supposed to be this crazy thing, right? And we're not tested. And I have taken this so seriously when it comes to COVID. Hold on, let me do my other eye. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, it's supposed to be like this huge thing that we're all like concerned about, and you know, like the risk of exposure is extremely high according to like all the stats and everything, but you are just going to clear us on the basis of we never had like primary contact and it's been over 2 weeks. Especially with it having such a high asymptomatic rate, I was like, okay, for once this just does not add up, right? Okay, now I do all the fun stuff. This is where it really speeds up. So I use the NYX bronzer in the color, I don't know, a deep tan. So it looks like that. You guys can tell I use it a lot. I will take a tapered brush. And basically that same part I put the cream. I just kind of seal it. I know it's a bronzer, but I use it more like a contour. And then I just kind of put like a little on my nose, on my temple area. And then again, underneath my lip. I don't usually do like my neck. I don't know. I just feel like I don't need to. And then while that's setting, I basically do this to set all of the creams. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop light to medium setting power. I said powder. I like using setting powders that have a little bit of color to it because then it kind of like, I don't know, it looks more natural and you don't have that deep like white line or that reverse raccoon effect. And then I just take like a powdered brush and then I just tap it onto my face. Hi sweetheart, how are you? So yeah, that was our thing. So oh, here's where it gets more fun. So we got that like the clearance on Tuesday. So we were isolated per Kaiser on a Thursday. On Tuesday we got the clearance that we were fine, and so I let Aria's school know that hey, we were just cleared, like we're fine, she can go back to school tomorrow, right? So it had been almost a week. And they unfortunately she can't come back to school because you basically said there was like a possibility, and whenever that happens they have to be out of school for 2 weeks. And so I just I said I understood. I wasn't mad. Obviously I don't want to expose children, and so I said okay. Oh, she goes, does Aria have like a negative test? Maybe we can get her in sooner. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. brow pencil. It's like the mechanical one to kind of fill in my eyebrows. I don't fill them in a lot because my eyebrows are full, but I will shape them first and then just kind of go in because postpartum mom life, I like lost hair right here. So yeah. But yeah, she's like, if Aria has a negative test, maybe I can tell like the directors and then we can get her back in sooner. And so I let her know the situation, that they didn't test us, and the reason, oh, life with children, he dropped the cat's food. But yeah, so I basically just told the situation, what our timeline was, that it had been over 2 weeks. And so she was just like, okay, we completely understand. You know, she's like, I'm not concerned, but it's just our protocols. And I was like, oh no, I was just letting you know. She was able to go back to school like the next Monday. So she was out for like a week and a half. Anyways, I will blend out all of that stuff that I just blended in. So I just go in with like a powder brush. I like this one. I don't know, I got it. It's like the Shiny or Shani. It's from the Amazon collection. I like it because it actually is like a really soft brush and it blends out really well. Then I go in and set my eyebrows with the Benefits 24-hour brow setter. And my eyebrows need some work. I have not been able to like get my eyebrows like done. So I feel like they're really at 2 different levels. Like they're not even sisters right now. They're just not friends. And then when I do film days, I use the Benefits Bad Gal mascara because whenever you're on camera, it makes it look like you really have no eyelashes. Okay, and then the last thing, I'm using e.l.f.'s, I don't know the name of any of these, you guys. It's like this pinkish blush. If I find the names, I'll put them in the description box. But, and then this is it's the Real Techniques 400 blush brush. And so I just kind of like, if you smile, I kind of go in like the apple of my cheek, and then I just go up to my temple. And then to set my face, I use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist Setter. This I actually love. It's just the primer. I don't know why. And they have different primers. I'm not a fan of that one. Oh, that's not blended enough. No, but. Alright, and last is my go-to lip it's a lip cream, not a lipstick, but this is the NYX in Rome, and this one is the metallic one. I like it a little bit more because it just kind of gives it a little bit of a pop, especially because I use so many matte products. I just like a matte finish. I never like looking greasy, or I don't know. And then something I do when I do my skincare and stuff, I always put Vaseline on my lips because I do use like matte lipsticks. Like the lip cream will start to dry, and then it's kind of like almost like a 24-hour stay. I get it to stay for a couple of hours, but obviously I'm drinking like coffee and everything else. Trying to just break that piece up. There we go. That is a mommy get ready with me story time, I guess. Yeah, I did not think this video was going to be that long. I thought I could do it, but you know, mom life, I get distracted. So at least we have this one, and then on my next video I will do more of a productive mommy routine so you guys can see what it looks like behind the scenes, trying to run a household and take care of the kids and clean the house and run my business. I'll definitely be doing more of those motivational style videos like I used to do. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed if you are new, and let me know in the comments below if you have had a situation with like either testing positive or what your experience has been trying to get tests, because at this point I don't know if we have been exposed, if we've had it, if we have like the antibodies for it. Like, I wish they had better testing procedures and answers, and that we can just see if we have it or not. But all right guys, I'm gonna go. I have a lot of work to do, so I will see you in the next one.